Hi, my name is Justin Yumwalt. Welcome back to the CNT podcast. Before we get into today's episode, I want to make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you enjoy my podcast, and to also follow me on Instagram and TikTok, both at Cards and Talk. Now, let's get right on into this episode. For today's episode, I am showing off all of my Manos PC in a first part of a two-part series where next week I'll show all my Cubs PC. So let's get right on into it. First up, we have this Ichiro Lewis Rookie Relic. I don't have a case big enough for it. If you think you have one, please let me know. I would love to trade for it. As you all may know, Ichiro Lewis is my favorite Manos player currently, and I think he had a great rookie year. Super stoked that he won Rookie of the Year. I've been trying to collect as much of him as I can, so I was super excited to get that about a year ago during his rookie year. I've been a big fan of his for a long time. I even went to his first not his first major league game, his first professional game where he hit his first home run with the Everett Aqua Sox, which was a super cool moment. Next up, we have a Brian Heyman IP auto that I got when I acquired a big binder full of cards. This was the only autograph in it, but again, super cool. And he's a Manos, so he went into my PC. I don't really showcase this card. I don't have it on one of the stands where I keep all my Manos cards, but still pretty cool that the one auto there was of a Manos player. Next up is this Yoshi Kikuchi rookie patch out of 50. Yoshi Kikuchi is probably my second favorite pitcher on the team. I really like him. I have liked him. He hasn't been amazing for us, but I'm still a big fan of his. I think he's super cool. And so yeah, again, super excited to acquire that about a year ago as well. Next up, we have this J.P. Crawford dual patch out of 49 that I got. It's still when he was still on the Phillies. I really like J.P. I think he's super fun to watch. One of the more swaggier players on the Manos, and he's one of the best defensive players in the league. He's super fun to watch. He won Gold Glove last year. So, super cool card. I'm a big J.P. Crawford fan as well, so it's a super cool card that I have in my collection, and it's definitely one of my favorites for the Manos. Next up, we have this Ichiro Lewis coin, commemorative coin card rookie as well. Pretty cool. Like I said, Ichiro Lewis is one of my favorite players, so anything Ichiro Lewis, I'm gonna like. I really like Ichiro Lewis, and I have and always will, so super cool. Next up, it might be the coolest one, is this Ichiro Relic. Now, it's out of 199, and as you can see, it's the only card I have that has this sticker where you can go look up the serial number on it and find out exactly what game or games that this piece was worn in. I only have one other sticker of it. It's on a foul ball hit by Wilson Contreras that was authenticated that I got at a later Manos game. So it's the only one I have on a card, which is super cool. And of course, Ichiro is one of the best Manos players of all time. He's my third favorite Manos player of all time. For me, it goes Ken Griffey Jr., Edgar, then Ichiro. So that was a super cool card. He is on the Marlins in that one though, but still very cool card. Now, speaking of Edgar, I have this Bat Relic out of 775 of him, which is pretty cool. I think Bat Relics are super cool, especially of the DHs or players who are really known for hitting and not so much fielding. I think it's super cool. So, I'm a huge Edgar fan. I think that's super cool. I actually have the bobblehead when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, as well as many more Edgar memorabilia. I have the Edgar ball from that weekend as well, so super big Edgar fan. That's a super cool card I got at my local card shop. Next up is a player that I invest in. So I bought this off of eBay for $5, Shed Long's auto. I believe in Shed Long. A lot of people don't really believe in him, but I think he'll be solid, and so I bought the auto of him. I do think he will be good. I think he'll be solid. I don't think he'll be anything amazing, but I do think on the Manos he will be able to succeed, so I got it for a good price too. I bought it along with something else that you'll see later, so pretty happy with that purchase. Next up is this Mitch RPA Holo. It's not numbered, but it's super cool. and is one of my favorite cards. I'll show it again. Very cool card. Mitch Hannigal used to be my favorite player before Kyle Lewis got called up. And so I just thought that card was super cool. The patch is of my favorite jersey they have. And he also has a very nice, clean auto. And it was also a rookie card. It was my first Mitch Hannigal auto. I believe I have 4. I have another card that you'll see up next. And then you might see behind me there's some 3 pictures up there, 2 of which are signed by Mitch Hannigal, 1 which is D. Gordon. So, really, I do still really like Mitch. He's probably my second or third, probably my third favorite now that Jared Lennox called up. So, next up is the other Mitch Hannigal auto, which is, again, a double patch. This one is numbered out of 199. I'll show it again. Pretty cool one as well. They also have same color jersey along with the white one. Super cool card. Again, I really like the design of it. And again, not much to say. Love Mitch. Always have. Think he's very underrated this year. He's been playing great. Been hitting a lot of home runs. He's top 5 in home runs this year. I think he's at 12 right now. So, super cool card. I love Mitch, and I always will. Next up, we have another J.P. Crawford auto. Not another J.P. Crawford card. So, the cool thing about this card is I got it signed myself. So, it's an IP auto that I got signed myself. We were down on the field, actually. I was on the field for the Mariners BP. Got a ton of signatures. That's where I got that, D. Gordon signed, and I think I got one of the Mitch Hannigal pictures signed that day. Got a lot of autos. Not a ton on cards, but a lot in general. And so this might have been my favorite piece because this is my only J.P. Crawford auto. And like I said, he's super fun to watch, great defensively, and one of my favorite players. Next up is someone who almost came on the podcast, but got called up right before we had it scheduled, and we never found the time to do it. But we have a Jake Frawley Rookie Contenders auto. I love this design. I love the rookie ticket designs. It's one of my favorite designs of all time. I really like them. This is the only Jake Frawley auto I've ever seen, so I had to try and get it, which I was successful in. And so, super cool card of him. He's wearing the royal blue jerseys, which I think are really cool. One of my favorite jerseys in all of MLB. Next up is an auto I got in person at Seattle Mariners store signing. James Paxton, Future Stars auto. He also signed a ball for me, which could be shown another day. Today is only cards. Super cool card of him. Again, one of my favorites. Super cool. Next up is this Kyle Cedar auto that I got signed the day we were on the field. You can't see it greatly, which is okay because I got this another day is a Kyle Cedar IP auto yet again, but you can see it much better. I like this one a lot better, and I also like this card design better than the other one. And so I have 2 Kyle Cedar autos. Super cool. Obviously, he's a man of legend. Has the most home runs at T-Mobile Park ever. Just acquired that a few days ago. Super cool. Gonna be one of the best Mariners players of all time. Kind of sad because he's not insane, but the Mariners really have not had a great team. Now, you might have remembered what I said during the shed long. I bought it with something else. This was the card that I also bought. This is my favorite Mariners card. Not my favorite piece of Mariners memorabilia. That would be the Travis Koon shoe. But this is my favorite card. A Kyle Lewis auto. Like I've been saying, Kyle Lewis is my favorite player. And I love that auto. I got it for $45. It was $45 on eBay. And that was after his rookie year, but before he won Rookie of the Year. And so I think it was a great price because all the other autos I saw of him were going for more than $70. So I swooped on that one instantly. It was actually a bid, and I bought it for the buy now price because I didn't want to lose out on it. Super cool card and one of my favorites. It is my favorite Mariners card. It's in my top 5 favorite cards in general. Next up is, it's not the coolest card, and it's not my favorite card, but it's the most special card I have, which is a Travis Koon Aqua Sox signed card. Now, I got this when he sent me the signed shoe and ball, he also included this card. He was super nice. I've gotten to interview him, and then he came back for the 2-year special. Travis is a great guy, and he's called up to AAA a few days ago when this is being recorded. He pitched great last night. Great guy. Can't wait to see him up with the Mariners. And super special card. I'll show it again. Signed in silver. Pretty cool. Super cool. And again, probably the most special Mariners card I have. But what's really cool is the shoe. That's, again, I've shown it before. It's for another time. That's it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you next week.